Alrighty, time to get right into it. Raise this up a little bit. So, new block. Time for us to get after it. I did manage to forget my glasses upstairs. Might have to run up for those. Alright, we are going to run up and actually get our glasses real quick, so we will be right back. Alright, we got our glasses so that we can see. So, today, top set. Last time we ran a block of singles, it was 332. If we can top that, that would be great, but we will see. Can't remember if we can load 337. That would obviously be the next best. I'm not quite sure if we'll get our midweek bench stream in, because I know my brother's schedule is a little bit different. So we might kind of leave some accessory work for that day, since we'll actually end up having to go into the gym. So accessories to be determined. Is that how you spell accessories? I think it might be. Is it? Chat? Is that how you spell accessories? I feel like this one always gets me. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and so we can watch some playbacks. Alright. Well, we had double music playing there. Hopefully it sounded alright. Turn that down a little bit and raise that up a bit. That should be a little bit better for us. There we go. Audio fixed. Everything is up and ready to go. Let's get a good bench session in. Right, let's see what we got for today. So that was our 205 first warm up. Going straight to 205. We gonna get heavy today. Which actually we kind of messed up last week for our deload on I think it was our primary day, so last Monday we loaded up a little bit heavier than we were supposed to. We were looking at the wrong block. But it evens out. Akatsuki, yep. Gotta love the workout slippers. Really good for like bench and deadlift, you know. I'm trying to get a lot of grip to the ground, trying to really push and you know, maintain that good arch for bench press. And then deadlift is nice because they're flat and good grip for the ground. For sumo, not getting your, you know, feet moving around or anything like that. No slippage. Very nice. All right. Next, 245. Chat, we need a haircut. I was thinking about that this weekend. It's getting pretty long, and it's like to the point where it's kind of a pain to even try to gel. Doesn't really work anymore. Need to get the shortcut for the summer. It's definitely getting hot out there. Good. Ready to go to sleep? Oh yeah, yeah. It's like the opposite time of day for you. Well, have a good night, good rest. I will try to have a good bench press session. Thanks for popping in for a few minutes. Yo, what's up, Avalon? Just getting nice and warmed up for a somewhat heavy bench session. bad, not too bad. Alright, so up next we have 265. Cranking it out. Now you want to go to the gym? Well, I'm sure that's probably the plan for you today at some point. Start the week off right on Monday. We're gonna wait a second because we are cranking out these sets here pretty quick. Man, my hair is ridiculous. Let's see if I can get a haircut this week. We go in 7 hours, yeah. Yeah, I used to be able to train or work out at night or in the evening, but man, I really just can't anymore. The longer I wait, the less I want to get it done, or the less energy I have for it. But you also just... It's 12 a.m. here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun at all. It'll be morning time by the time you work out, so... That works out. It really is kind of crazy how many people, frequent the stream and that chat that are like all over the world. Somebody that just left that said they're about ready to go to bed. Alright, so there's our 265. We're gonna make our way up to 287. And then probably 310, and that will probably be our last one up. Then we'll decide if we want to do 332, 337. Too hot in the day. What does it get? What's the temps get like during the day? I think we're kind of starting to obviously get a little bit more to the heat of the summer, and I think a few days we've had like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. But see, you do in Celsius, yeah. That's what I was thinking might be the case. So 40 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, just because it'll be way quicker. 104. Yes, that's pretty hot. Pretty hot for sure. Is it like pretty humid there too, or not too bad? Very bad. Yeah, humidity can make it much worse for sure too. All right, 287. All right, let's go, baby. See what it's looking like. Feeling pretty good. Watch that YouTube playback. Okay. Be so scared to do it without a spotter. Yeah, once it starts getting really heavy into some unknown territories, that's when we phone a friend. You know, if my father is here, then he will spot me, or my brother. But generally, if we know there's not going to be somebody here, and we don't feel comfortable doing it, then that's kind of when we have to opt out of the stream and go into the actual game. Make sure we are, you know, nice and safe and know that we have a spotter nearby. Pretty confident, like any day of the week, we should be able to hit 332 or 337. Now, for this block, come week 3 or 4, we'll be getting pretty heavy, and those will be the days we'll have to really see if there'll be somebody here that can spot us in order to stream it, because we are going to get heavy. All right, so this next set, 310. This will be last warm up. Help us decide what our top set's going to be. $13, $23. Maybe I'll do $315 actually. We're gonna we'll put on these 2.5s. Gonna go make some dinner for yourself. Alright, enjoy. We'll be lifting some heavy weights over here. $315. Here it comes. I need to tune that down just a little bit, probably. I think you can hear me moving my feet around. All right, chat. Let's warm up. Interesting. Not too bad though. For sure. Good for top set. Now, what are we gonna hit is the question. We might stay with 332. Let's look at the overall layout of how things went the last time we ran the block. 343, 350. That's kind of a big jump. So, and maybe we will do 337. Maybe we will. So I think we'll need we'll need these. Bofa. So I think the goal might be for us to do some Wuthering Waves after this, maybe. Maybe not directly after, but I know I need to get a few things done actually. Right. One thing I do want to do though, just to maybe hopefully hold it down a little bit more, because our bench was raising up just a little bit. Make sure we got it even. Hopefully that'll help. Just keep it down a little bit on the foot side. Gotta find something to pump us up here. let's do this. We're gonna hit our higher end at 337. We're right here right now. We'll do just every little bit of chalk. Just a little something. Alright. Come on. No problem. So, yeah, it was smooth. I think it was a little bit harder than I was expecting. The down didn't feel too bad, but I feel like something's a little off that's causing it to be a bit tougher. It looked pretty easy, though. I just feel like maybe it could be easier. Something's feeling a little off on the left side. But otherwise, you know, I'm content with how that top set went. Can't complain too much. So now we have some back off work, which I think that might be a little higher. We'll put 337 in there. 37. We still got 287. Or we might actually go 292. So we'll load that real quick. Gotta pick all this off again. Not too bad up a top. We have more in us than the last time we ran singles is the question. Has the 4 times bench frequency been paying off? Triple, get some pretty easy back off. And what does this mean? We have E18, so I need to bring that up just a smidge. Alright, that's a little better. We will update this. We smacked 337, 292, and then 265. Chat. Alright. There we go. So that's pretty much the brunt of the heavy stuff. Now it's pretty, I'd say relatively light. 265 should be a smoke show. It's comp grip. It's you know, feet down, so it's not like it's even Larson. Could be pretty dang easy. That means we just need the white plates. And we probably aren't going to do a lot outside of benching for today. Like I mentioned, I don't think we'll be getting that midweek stream in, so I'm going to save like a brunt of my accessory work for that day. Got 3 sets of 3. Should be fairly easy. And yeah, I mean, it's just competition bench press, so we are just gonna smoke this real quick. Nice back off work. We've been going for 35. Yeah. Not too bad. I feel like it might not be kind of like arching as high as we usually do. All in all, pretty good though. Breaking a little wet over here. Starting off the week right. 1 for 1. Yo, Edibus. Edibus, is that right? Is that correct? Welcome in for all things fitness, specifically powerlifting, pain, injury, rehab related, since I am also, you know, a chiropractor, and then, you know, the occasional game streams. That's about what we got going on here. Alright, so 2 more sets of 3 at 265. Everything is always in pounds as well. I know there's people that kind of tune in from all over the place and they use kilograms. Something to keep in mind. Actually, the plates are kilogram plates, but I usually just generally like calculate everything over. United States is weird because it's like for lifting, you use kind of both pounds or kilograms. You know, there are some specialty plates that come in kilograms, but then like the general conventional gyms probably just use pound plates. Bad. And you know, I think I've kind of nailed down that little bit of issue I was talking about. It's really at the point where I need to start driving back, like towards my face, that I always get in a rut of struggling to do on the left side. I think it's generally just like trying to tense up, you know, this left side, so erector, and then really get a good push off with that left leg. All right, let's see here. Any tips for faster muscle growth? I'm 23 and 5'10" and 110 pounds. Wow, okay. I would say for somebody who has, you know, you're fairly tall and you need to work on filling out the frame a little bit, I would say my biggest advice would just to be start putting on some pounds. You need to get more calories in. I don't know what your physical activity is looking like specifically, but you know, it might be tough for people who are doing a lot activity wise, like if you're running a lot on top of that. But you definitely just got to eat more, I would say across the board. So that's the biggest thing too, right? You're probably fairly low body fat percentage at that height and weight. It just comes down to putting more on the frame to look a little bit more muscular. Of course, prioritize proteins, but with that frame, with that size, I would say you're just gonna have to work on. Honestly, I would say because when I first started lifting, I was pretty skinny myself, and it was really hard for me to like consistently. For example, we have two different plans, right? One is just to have a caloric surplus of 300 to 400 calories. A mass gainer. I think we're having internet issues here. Hello, hello, hello. I think we're having a little bit of some internet issues here, maybe. Anyways, hopefully you can hear me. You're hearing this. Yeah, I would make like a homemade mass gainer shake. I would do like protein powder. I would do milk. I would do ice cream, bananas, flaxseed, peanut butter, basically anything. To the point where once I blended it up, it was just sliding down the blender. That's how thick it was, and I would just force it down right before bed. Sometimes it felt kind of uncomfortable, but I think that just worked out a lot better for me in specific, the dirty bulk mentality. So I just think it really depends on your personal preference and your goals. All right, last set here. I would say you can always lean up afterwards, like being skinny and having abs. Kind of talk smack a little bit about it. Of course, you're skinny, you're gonna have abs. Doesn't really mean anything. I was just trying to focus on building up some size. I can hear nothing. Do I have a problem or you? Oh, man. You still can't hear me? You still can't. Some internet issues. Good.